Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So recently I picked up a set of used G37 wheels that are already painted. The paint job is actually not the best job, but these wheels are for my 2009 Nissan Altima. I plan to slap these on today. I'll show you guys up close what I mean by the paint job not being that great. As you can see here, the person that painted it didn't even mask the tire. They actually just painted right onto the tire. As you can see, there's paint stuck all over the place here. The coverage actually isn't very good either. You can see on the lip there, some silver showing through. That's because they didn't cover properly. Considering that they painted the wheels with the tires unmasked, you would think that they would get some good coverage, but nope, they did not. You can see like here, it's peeking through the old color. You know, from afar, the wheels look pretty good. But up close, you could tell whoever painted it didn't do that great of a job. I'm just gonna leave them. I might refinish the wheels another time. But in today's video, we're really just gonna be installing these wheels. And I'm gonna show you guys how to set or relearn TPMS sensors, because this actually has all the TPMS sensors already on it. All right, so before we get started, we're gonna determine which one of these wheels go onto which corner of the car. I've already laid it out because I've measured the tread depth and determined which corner I want which wheel. This one's going to be front left, this one's going to be rear left, this one is going to be the front right, and this one's going to be the rear right. Now this is important because when we go into relearn of the TPMS, we're going to need to change the PSI for each one of these wheels so that it can relearn the TPMS. Now, this one, I'm going to be adjusting the PSI to 34. And then this one is going to be 31. This one will be 29. And then finally, this one will be 26 PSI. So I'm going to do that real quick right now and adjust them before I put them onto the car. Guess these lug nuts aren't the right ones. Can't just use OEM Nissan ones. So guys, I did have to stop the installation process because I didn't have the correct lug nuts. The stock Altima lug nuts do not work on the G37 rims. You will need to order a different style lug nut. So I actually had to place an order on Amazon for some, they're called mag style lug nuts. So they're a little different from the Altima ones. So those ones will work on these rims. But while I was waiting for those lug nuts, I also ordered a TPMS programming tool, which will make it a lot quicker, because the initial method that we were going to use to reprogram the TPMS sensors we'll set the PSIs like we did, and then we were going to put it into relearn mode and then just drive around until the lights go off. That usually takes a significant amount of time, but a TPMS learning tool will actually make it a lot quicker, where you don't have to actually drive around. It'll just activate the TPMS sensor right away, and then you could just move on with your day. So I'll just show you guys what I got, like the lug nuts and the TPMS tool, just so that you guys know what you need. All right guys, so this is the tool here that I purchased that will be the TPMS tool. So we will not be driving around. We'll still put it into relearn mode, but this tool here will activate all the sensors once you're in relearn mode. These are the lug nuts here that I purchased. They're the cheapest ones that I could find on Amazon. So if you guys are switching over to different rims, so as you can see, this is the style that I'm talking about. This is what's called a mag style lug nut. So if you are switching over to G37 rims or something of the sort, make sure you have the right lug nuts. It'll be good if you purchase the wheels with lug nuts, but these didn't come with it, so I had to buy brand new ones. These cost about 30 bucks Canadian, and this tool costs about $20 on Amazon. All right guys, so this is the difference between the two lug nuts. These are the mag style ones. These are, I guess, acorn style ones, which will not work. That's looking pretty good. Now we're just going to finish up all 4 and then we'll go and start programming it. And here's what the rims look like. All right, now we gotta locate the TPMS relearn plug. So if you look up on the fuse box here, there is a little white plug all the way up there. As you can see, I've pinned it already. So what you want to do is have a piece of wire or a paper clip or something hooked onto that, because the next step is to ground this 6 times in the on position of the car to get it into relearn mode. All right, so now we want to put the car into on position. Once you're in on position, you have a certain amount of time to ground it 6 times. So now we're going to ground it 6 times. Any ground. All right, so this is relearn mode. Once it's blinking, you want to go around the car and use the TPMS tool and just go from the driver left to the driver left, right, and then to the rear and stuff until the light goes off. All right, so this tool doesn't work. It's not taking off the light. So we're gonna do it the driving it around method. So we're gonna restart this procedure till it's blinking. Then we're gonna fire up the car and we're just gonna drive it around until the light goes off. All right, guys, so after multiple failed attempts, even using this TPMS tool here, doesn't work. I can't program my sensors. I guess the new G37 sensors just won't work on the Altima. I'm not sure if it's the process. I think it just needs to be actually physically programmed onto the ECU. I even tried the relearn process with the different PSI on the wheels, and that didn't work as well. I had success with that method a long time ago when one of my sensors failed and I needed it replaced. The shop cloned my old sensor onto the new sensor, installed it onto the wheel, but the TPMS light wouldn't go off. So I put it into relearn mode, set the different PSIs, and drove around, and then the light went off. So that was the only time it actually works. But though at that time, the sensors were already programmed into the ECU, at least that code was, and the replacement sensor was really just mimicking the old sensor. So in a way, I think has to be programmed onto ECU first, and that requires a more expensive tool. I don't know if I'm going to purchase a more expensive tool yet. I may do that and then maybe I'll do a video on it, but you know, it just depends if it's worth it or not, because a new tool is going to cost around 200 to 400 bucks. I'm not really sure if I want to spend that kind of money just so that I could get the TPMS light off. Anyways, the wheels still look fantastic. I'm just going to have to suck it up and drive it around with the TPMS light on for the time being. Anyway, guys, I hope this helps you guys out. If you haven't already, please comment, like, and subscribe, and share my videos. As always, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.